Alright, so welcome back. For anyone who missed the last stream, or if you're watching this on YouTube afterwards, we pretty much just went through the beginning of the game. So this kid's name is Ninten. He's 12 years old. He is using his great-grandfather's study of psionic powers to save the world from whatever is possessing objects, animals, people, stuff like that. Alright, Blue Days, your message just came in. Pretty sure the connection's not too great right now. But again, that's probably because I'm doing this on a laptop. I don't have any really good streaming equipment. Hello? Give me a minute. I have no idea what just happened there. My controller just flipped out. Nobody's there. Exactly. The controller I'm using is an original GameCube controller, so if it's broken, I'm gonna be really sad. This is what came packaged with the GameCube that I picked up at Game Exchange when I was like 15, I think. So it'd just be an absolute tragedy for me to lose it. Because it's expensive getting your hands on older stuff. Hello? Legit, I am holding my controller unplugged in my hand. Guys, it's official. Whatever's going on at this zoo, it's coming after me too. I'm gonna reload the save state. It's definitely cursed. You are completely right. Also, I have no idea if my list of save states keeps popping up on the screen. And if it is, don't judge the names that I gave my save states. Time to reboot the program. Yes, we are in fact exiting. No. I'm not setting up Internet Explorer 11. Who do you think I am? You know, Kit, I would do that, except that I already beat this whole game using a GameCube controller, so now it's a matter of spite. Alright, and thankfully this time it remembered my controller. I'm using Nestopia, by the way, because that's what my brother had me install when he basically invaded my bedroom and downloaded this onto my computer. See, and this time, it remembered the save file from last time, which is strange that it didn't initially. Okay, give this one more try. If nobody's there, I definitely want to see a bunch of really badly written middle school style creepypastas. About that one time during the COVID quarantine that a college girl got murdered by Ninten's inner demons or something. The problem being that most of you who are watching because you didn't want to play this on your own and just want to understand what I'm talking about half the time. Well, I didn't hit those buttons. Nobody's there. Cool. Then again, this copy of the game, I mentioned this last time around. This copy of the game is kind of funky sometimes. It's not the original version of the game. If you look up, like, Ninten sprite design, and the original, he looks completely different. And sometimes it'll skip over letters in the dialogue. Hi, I know what you are. The Starmen in this game look really crusty compared to the sequel. They're also not nearly as strong, at least in the beginning. Me briefly forgetting what powers I do and don't have right now. Not to mention that the PSI menu in this iteration is a mess. Goodbye. The zoo's safe, guys! See, I told you it wasn't their fault. I'm not beating up innocent animals, I promise. Now that was one of the things that I mentioned last time around, was I was constantly whacking dogs with a baseball bat, and maybe that's not the best thing to be endorsing live on the internet. Where are you, friend? Can I sneak in over here? Is it? I need to talk to a monkey somewhere. I only half remember this game, that's something else I said. Just half the details are just completely gone from my brain. So we'll see how this turns out. Because I more or less know what I need to do next. But if I leave this place and I don't see the monkey on my way out, I'm gonna have to stop and come back. But I haven't had another lapse in control since that one incident after restarting the game. Yeah, and I came from down here. This entire place is just laid out like a maze. I don't know if it was just to encourage grinding, like you're gonna get lost so often that you're gonna get a billion more battle encounters than you ever expected. But there are the bunnies. No. Might have been back in that building, and I'm just an idiot. So we're gonna head back up. Thankfully, I'm not gonna be getting any more battle encounters now that the animals are no longer insane. I don't know if it's the same 3 viewers here that have been here since the beginning, but if it is, then hi you 3, you're very supportive. Last time a lot of people were ducking in and out, probably because apparently you guys couldn't hear me, or at least couldn't hear me very well. It was a sign, I think. There we go. That is our second melody. And so, I was right. If you're ever wondering how far we've progressed with these melodies, there's a track that plays in Super Smash Bros. And there's a bit in it that uses the 8 melodies of Mother. So the baby doll in the beginning went da 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 da. So we actually are missing the second one, because that was the third one. So I was right last time when I was trying to figure out what I was missing with the canaries. I do need to run back to the canaries. If I can remember how to get in. Because again, this place is a mess, and the world map does nothing to help me. At least in this game, Ninten can just sprint at light speed. That's right. There's a reason you're hanging out there. Nothing's ever easy. You can't walk around these trees very easily at all. Just kind of slam into them and can't get around. You should do that, Kit. You at least would know how to make conversation on stream to an extent. Please, move. That's 90% of the frustration of playing these games. Just trying to get these things to move. Nice weather today, but what does it matter? That's depressing. Are you okay? Is this dude okay? He kind of looks like the uncle, Link's uncle from A Link to the Past. Ah, there we go. Okay. She's Laura. Okay. Is there a significance to this? Right. Okay. I think I remember now. Please. Okay. I'm all for the sort of realism that comes with all of these characters wandering around of their own accord. What I'm not for is that they will wander away when I am attempting to speak to them. You're the same two from earlier. Hi. Yeah. Honestly, that would make things so much easier, but I got so used to this that I didn't know that that was a thing in Earthbound until I was like, I think I was already in Summers by the time that Nate walked in and he was like, you do realize you can just use one of the shoulder buttons and talk to them instead of going through the menu. I about wanted to die. But, if I'm remembering correctly, Laura, the canary up above the wall, has a child somewhere in this bird sanctuary or nearby, and I have to reunite them. Like, Little Penguin Lost style. But I could be completely wrong, and that is a chance that I am dreading. I'm gonna go take another look at that stone. It might have something to do with the mayor of Mother's Day, actually. Yeah. That wasn't a controller flip out thing, that was just me being an idiot and hitting talk twice. I talk to inanimate objects in real life, but this game is not going to recognize that as a valid method of communication. The centipede became tame. How do you tame a centipede? You know, I say that, but there have been all kinds of crazy things that scientists have done with insects and things. Like, one of my favorites that I found out about years ago was the scientist who was wondering whether ants counted their steps to figure out where they were going and how far they'd already gone. Turns out the answer is yes, because of all the things to do, he decided to attach stilts to the ants. And they counted their steps, expecting to arrive back home, walked way too far, and then stopped at the end of their allotted number of steps and just looked around, super confused. Oh, I do have tiger droppings on me. Flashbacks to the multiple deaths to rabid tigers in the last stream. Nothing for you this time. Excuse me? Alright, fine. How are you doing? Oh, I'm okay. You said you had a message about me. Everyone's talking about a girl with special powers. You heard about her? That's your message? I know who you're talking about, but this doesn't go exactly the same way that Mother 2 or Earthbound does, so I'm not gonna be meeting Anna for a long while. Even longer if I can't figure out what happened with this canary. Here's me going around talking to every NPC. Do you guys have any questions? Anything you want to say? I mean, I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm supposed to do with this. I'm amazing. Aw, he's very nice. Not too shabby, youngster. If only you knew this was actually a nearly 20-year-old college kid behind a laptop. That's not good. Guys, you need to stop flattering me at every turn. I'm gonna explode someday. Or is this just revenge for me literally calling myself trash in my title on New Horizons? You guys have no idea how much self-control this takes. The vocal version of Pollyanna is easily one of my favorite songs, and at one point my brother gave me a weird look because I was actively playing Super Smash Bros., like taking a match seriously, but also singing the words to Pollyanna under my breath because that was the song playing during the battle. I do it to you all the time, and that's because I feel like you deserve self-confidence. East is Thanksgiving. By Mayor's orders, no one's to cross this bridge until martial law is lifted. I suggest you use the bridge to east of the zoo instead. Well... Oof. I'm gonna reiterate, we are only hitting a dog with a baseball bat because it's gone crazy. Ninten leveled up! The victory theme versus the level up theme in this game is an example of one of like the weird inconsistencies that happens in the Mother games where like they'll upcycle a song, but it'll be used in a slightly different context. Like in Mother 2 and 3, if you win a battle, it plays the same fanfare that would be played for a level up in this game. They use the same tune while you... Shut up, Morgana. Dude, honestly, if you have any sort of explanation for what half of these stats mean, I would love to hear it, because pretty much all I know is that IQ affects what objects Jeff can repair in Earthbound, and that's it. That's the extent of my knowledge. Like, what's vitality? What is status? There's a stat called status in here. How meta is that? I have no clue what it does. I mean, maybe if this game were actually released in North America with a manual to explain half the stuff that's going on. But all that we have is the Mother Encyclopedia translated. The status. Yeah. See, what happens is every time Ninten gains another point of status, he gets just like a little bit more like aware of his own existence. Like, it's like that story that someone told from when they were playing D&D, and they had a character roll for perception, but there was nothing left to perceive. You know how to use telepathy or whatever, right? Everyone's talking about you, you know, you're a celebrity. Gee, thanks. Funny how no one remembers him like 10 years later. But anyways, this person was playing D&D. They rolled for perception. There was nothing to perceive, but they got a nat 20, which is like, you know, highest roll possible. So they ended up perceiving that they were part of a tabletop game. Like, that's what happens when Ninten maxes out status. Ooh, this is a fun part. Alright, you guys. You ready for this? This is why I kept Ninten's great-grandfather's diary. Vitality is not HP, Jax. HP is HP, and I hate it. I don't know what any of this stuff is. I think Guts actually affects your critical hit rate. That's one other thing I know. But most of the diary is unreadable. Password, where is the god's tail? That which the ship that soars the heavens abandoned. Would you? Okay. So, solution to that, apparently, is just button mashing. Something speaks into Ninten's mind. So, for the first time, we are going to use PSI telepathy. A voice spoke into Ninten's mind. Where is the tale of God? Ninten took out the diary of his great-grandfather. He read aloud. That which the ship that soars the heavens abandoned. Welcome to Magic Ant, y'all. I'm a swimming cat. Have you heard of a candy that gives courage and strength to weaklings? Hi. That was early? Yeah, I got the first melody from the baby doll when I was, streaming for the first time around, and then got the second melody in the zoo. Magic Ant actually is part of the early parts of the game. It explains why you need the 8 melodies. So, pardon gross water drinking noises, but, it occurs far earlier in this one than it does in Mother 2. I'm very odd, but I think I might like you. Okay, cool. Good to know. It is kind of cute, Jax, but it's also a little bit unsettling. If you pick a red mint and put it in the fountain, it'll become a magic herb like magic. There's a lot of weird stuff that happens in Magic Ant. It's sort of the human subconscious and sort of not, but I don't want to give out too many spoilers, so we're just gonna vibe with it for now. I'm gonna take this broken earring to Mary's fountain to turn it into a magic earring. Magic earring, alright. Once I'd like to enter the castle and see Queen Mary. Well, that's what we're gonna do here in a bit. I interest you in a big bag. Yes. In that case, could I borrow your ATM card? Can you imagine being a 12-year-old boy and winding up in a dream dimension and someone tries to steal your credit card? Like, what do you even do in that situation? Like, do you even believe that any of it's real? Thanks, I promise I'll give it back. It just seemed really cool. If you need to see the helpful old man find Mary's fountain, he comes if he hears a cry from the heart. Remember, a cry from the heart. I will trade your credit card for a big bag. Well, the big bag actually has 30 magic herbs in it, so it's a really good deal, and you do get the ATM card back. So, wasn't gonna pass up on that. I can do impressions, you know, I've deposited... I forgot, this is how you call your dad in Magic Hand. Okay. Just don't overstrain yourself, son. Please stop. Would you like to save? No, we just did that. There's someone here in Magic Hand who just like, if I can find him. A mysterious goods keeper. Can I help you? And I think this does access the same storage that Ninten's sister Minnie has. Yeah. Hello? Whoa, those are some weird clothes. I bet you'll attract monsters dressed like that. Story of my life, dude. I'm so embarrassed I wish I could crawl into a hole. It's out of place. I really want to find the one person in Magic Hand who's going to give Ninten a nickname because y'all are gonna love it. Were you lost? Just head south. Oops, I thought you were looking for a restroom. The magic fountain is west of the castle. There still isn't a restroom to the south. There's that age-old conundrum of when does an RPG character actually use the bathroom? What is this outside you speak of? Leave Magic Hand, that'd be the day. Okay. You met that guy? The one who says people can't part if they haven't met? You should meet him. There's like 3 different people over here, and I can't remember if you get an item out of connecting all of their dialogue. And there he goes again, just wandering away. Joy won't walk into your life by itself, but neither will sadness. Yes or no? I don't... Incorrect? Well, Kit's spoken. Really? Sadness can walk? I had no idea. Yeah, sadness can walk. That was me throughout the entirety of high school. You don't fit in with this place, you know that? Well, no crap. You're all witches. Or at least you look that way. You met the guy who philosophizes about joy? Yeah, just met him. He's a master nicknamer. He has a real knack for names. Yes, it's him! Okay. Now I gotta remember which house it was, or which cone. So you admit I have good taste, and I take it you'd want a cool nickname. You guys ready? He's gonna give us the most epic nickname in history. It's gonna be a real gamer moment. Okay, I got it. From now on, your name will be... Stupid Face Ninten. It just oozes class. So, next stream's gonna be called The Adventures of Stupid Face Ninten Part 3. I bent my spoon and now it's hard to eat. Could you bend it back for me, please? Yeah, we'll do that. Please hurry. It's just, this one kills me with how casual it is. Like, just glaring daggers into the spoon. Do you want to stay here overnight? Yeah, sure, I can use a heal. Please come again, okay? Promise? Yeah, sounds good. These are the shops. This guy's got, like, the best jawline I've ever seen in the NES game. Like, can we just take a minute to appreciate that? Like, wow, dude. Shh. I'm just like you. I'm from your world. Honestly, you've got no right, dude. I don't have the money to afford any of that stuff yet. Oh, traveler, why don't you eat this meal with us? Can you guess what we're having? Yeah? Tacos! I heard your mind and made tacos. Do you like it? Thanks, your bed is ready. Pleasant dreams. Well, I didn't ask for that, but it happened. But, Yeah, we assigned Ninten's favorite food as tacos. Technically it's supposed to be prime ribs, but I feel like that's just a little bit gourmet. Like, what 12-year-old thinks I'm only going to eat ribs? I once raided a musical instrument store, but the ocarina I ordered never came, so I've given up. I don't know what it is with Nintendo and ocarinas, but evidently they're pretty important. So we're gonna head up and see Queen Mary. You look suspicious. I'm gonna let you pass if you solve my riddle. Oh, dude. Alright, we should probably find that fountain then. Right. The word west. Thank you, Kit. Now, the word must swoosh probably looks really weird, but pretty soon we're going to be having group encounters with Ma Swoosh, Pa Swoosh, and Lil Swoosh. So it's like an entire family of disembodied eyes. She was beaten. That's a problem. Call the police. No, that's not what I'm glad I had breadcrumbs from the last time I made that mistake. Hey, you're the cat that swims in the ground. I'm a cat that swims in the ground. Guess what I have in my paw? Honestly, I've got nothing, dude. Oh, I was just pondering philosophical things. It's hard for me to focus with all this guitar music, though. Whoops, didn't realize I was the one playing the guitar. How careless of me. This is a secret between you and me. Come back here when you're stronger. You should probably make a note of this so you won't forget. Yeah, but the thing is, I never came back here and talked to you, dude. Not a singing monkey. Anyways, monkeys don't normally sing. So any questions? No? What a relief. I was worried you were going to ask something tough. You look a bit like Queen Mary. So, before we go any further, since I'm clearly too dumb to find the fountain, I am instead going to... Don't you hate it when you're playing an instrument and you forget you're playing an instrument? I was looking at that and I was thinking of my friend who's probably gonna hate me when they watch this because they're gonna know that I'm talking about them. But, legit though, sometimes it do be like that. Like, don't get me wrong, most of the time I don't have this problem, but occasionally I will have, like, brief dissociations, and I will forget that my voice is my own voice. And, one time it happened when I was, practicing for one of my solo and ensemble contests in high school. Like, I wasn't sure if I was the one singing the song anymore. It was really weird. Magisnail. Alright, well... There we go, that should help at least a little bit. The first time I came to Magicant, the first time I was playing this game, before I had really played too much with this series, and no, I'm not dead yet. I'm not dead yet. I completely neglected to use any sort of PSI, and I died over and over again. And again, that's part of the reason we're wandering around right now, because I am trying to remember where Flying Man is. And again, if you play Smash Ultimate, there is a stage for this place called Magicant. It's like pink clouds and everything. And there is a Birdman looking thing in there. And that is who we are looking for, I think. Here he is! Here's Flying Man! I'm Flying Man. He was born to be our strength. So basically with Flying Man, what happens is he's gonna follow us, take all our damage, deal attacks every turn until he dies, and it leaves behind a little depressing gravestone where he passed. But that'll help us gain some extra experience as we're wandering around Magicant. Honestly, at the end of this live stream, I'm probably gonna have to go back and re-download like the entirety of this game's soundtrack instead of just the few songs that I have downloaded right now. Cause for 8-bit music, this is really fun. Guts rose by 3. Speed rose by 3. Status rose by 3. Alright. Do you think he knows he's fictional yet? Maybe he hasn't guessed video game quite yet, but he might be getting close to that point. There's no really good way of knowing. Hi. He's refreshed after seeing Queen Mary's fountain. Thank you. Okay. Maybe we should talk to that other guy. Yeah, there's the dad. Sorry about that. There's actually a song on the soundtrack for this game called The Jolly Flying Man, or no, I think it's just called Flying Man on the CD, but it is nowhere in the game. They just put the song on the soundtrack. Here in a little bit I might pause and show you, or maybe if you're interested you can just look it up yourself, but Nintendo actually used the Flying Man song in Earthbound, the sequel, but they used it partially for the place where you find Flying Man in Earthbound, and partially for the game over music. It's in the minor key, obviously, but if you listen to the Flying Man version on the CD, it's very happy, it's upbeat, it's ukulele music, but the game over music in Earthbound uses the same opening chords, and then the melody that plays is the chorus of the CD version of Flying Man. So that's just something useless for you. What am I supposed to do? Oh wait, duh. Ninten can read minds. 2 alligators. Haven't thought up the question yet, though. Only in Magicant. Oh, this one's so good. There's a CD version of this, too, and it's called Wisdom of the World. It sounds like really dramatic music from the end of an 80s movie. The CD version does. It's sung by a girl named Catherine Warwick. She was 14 when the CD was recorded. Welcome, Ninten. Here in Magicant, everyone is your friend, and you can have as much as you like of whatever you want. Oh, you want to hear my song? I'm sorry, I don't know why, but I just can't seem to remember it. I'm sure I'll remember it someday. If I can just sing it again, something will happen. I just know it. I know you're not from here, but we still consider you to be one of us. With an Onyx hook, you can come back here anytime. Don't hesitate to come visit us if you have it tough. Everyone here loves you. It's like Ocarina of Time owl vibes. There's nothing that I can... No, that's not gonna help. I can't remember if I get the ocarina here or from somewhere else. But there is an ocarina and it is important. At least I kind of know where I'm going in Queen Mary's castle. My younger brother was watching me play this the first time that I went through, and he was furious that I managed to guess the correct path to the throne room the first time around just by going through 2 doorways. He said he spent hours trying to figure it out. Which kind of throws me off, not gonna lie. Hear the Queen's song again. Queen Mary often has nightmares. She talks like she's punishing a child, then cries out, then she starts to sing a song, but only a bit of it. The fact she can't remember it seems to bring her pain, then she wakes up covered in sweat. Something sad must have happened to her once. Yeah, we're gonna know next to nothing about Queen Mary for a while. Hello. Come across someone. Terratoke. Mobile Twitch app time. Hey, if something goes wrong... Oof. You good, flying man? Might I have to pick up one of your brothers? Yeah, if you can't catch the rest of the stream, it's okay. Like I said, I'll be uploading it to YouTube, and I do have it set to record 2 different ways this time, so if I lose the footage, then I'm just cursed. Devil seed, what? I mean, it's... Oh no. You won! I leveled up, but lost flying man in the process. If fire did as much damage here as it does in the sequel, Ninten will be gone. Don't mind the abundance of wells. I still need to figure out where that ocarina is. And it does have to be one specific ocarina. It's from our world. Yeah. Y'all are gonna have to remind me to come back later for the deity gear. Because there are gonna be some teammates with us that... Well, I'm going to tell you, one of the party members, I legit could not figure out a way to beat the game while also keeping him alive. Oh, traveler, why don't you eat this meal with us? Yeah. Tacos. Yeah. Looks like you slept well. Take care. No, I really don't... Okay. If you ever hear just like that mess of clacking buttons, that's because the controller did a thing again. I really don't want to disconnect and reconnect the adapter because then I have to set it up with my computer again. Because what I'm actually using is one that works for the PC and the Wii U. So I have to make sure that the right USB port's plugged in and that the switch is in the right place, and then I have to make sure that it like sets up correctly, and it's just... So where did your ocarina go if it never arrived at your house? Because that's probably what I'm looking for. Guitar player loves solitude. I think he's kind of handsome and he's a great poet too. Hey there, stupid face Ninten. Yeah, thanks. Outside, what is this outside you speak of? Leave magic can't update the day. What's this outside you speak of? Are y'all quarantined? No, I am not. I just want the ocarina. I had a dream that magic ant vanished into thin air. My heart's still pounding even now. I finished the Ocarina of Hope. It can play any melodies you know. Yes, I want it. Thank you. The inventory struggle. Crumbs is gone. Fantastic grammar. Play any melodies you know. Do you want it? Yes. You're a real straightforward guy. Here you go. That is crucial. Sprint back up to Queen Mary. We'll just have to find that canary melody later. Because I'm too much of a brainlet to figure that out right now. First door. Alright, y'all. So if we take out the ocarina, we'll be able to play the 2 melodies we've learned so far, but none of the other 6. Play the Ocarina of Hope. Alright, so she doesn't respond to that. But we'll have to come back with the ocarina later and help her remember her melodies. In any case, that is the purpose of what we are doing. We are bringing Queen Mary her melodies back in this strange realm of pink and green and birdmen. Hey. Look at that! My stats are already evening out against these guys. 35 HP of damage, magic snail attacks, 5 HP of damage. Magic snail was beaten. We won! I should check back in with the ATM card before I go anywhere else. $993. For the next level, you'll need 91 experience. Would you like to save? Yeah, for sure. I've got the Ocarina of Hope now. Just don't overstrain yourself, son. Alright, I need to return your ATM card. You seem to be... yeah. That really do be... okay. We're just gonna drop that for now. Thank you. Yeah. I'm sure. Your free big bag. Knew it. What? Hello? I just... it's my favorite part about this game. I could... there are no off-limits menu options. It just gets exasperated with you. Please don't eat your credit card. course, this means that there's an alternate universe where Ninten is an absolute goblin and eats everything that comes into his inventory immediately. What kind of godly power can stop him? No, didn't need that. Alright, pardon the gross water drinking noises, but it's much louder if I try to push my mic out of the way. Yeah, for anyone who may be watching this in the future, I do work at a video game store, so I got a headset for a pretty good price. The problem being that it's not exactly top of the line, and I don't have like a really good webcam or any like PC equipment. Please don't eat the ATM card or the ocarina. I'm gonna eat the ocarina as soon as this battle ends, just to spite you. Ninten attack, 16 HP of damage. What is with this guy? This looks like a pseudo-wudo. Like, walk, walk, fashion, baby. You know that old joke of like Nintendo cartridges are made of Nintendium or whatever? Ninten the Goblin has also attempted to eat his ocarina now. You're welcome, Kit. But, I wonder if that's the same thing that applies to, the fictional ocarinas. Because, you know, there's one in Mario 3, right? I think I'm remembering correctly. And then there's obviously the one in, Ocarina of Time, because, hello, that's the name of the game. And then there's one here in Mother. But there's also the matter of, here, feed me tacos, let me sleep, I need to heal up before I leave. But there's, in the Ocarina of Time manga, I remember everyone was freaking out because, Princess Zelda tosses the ocarina back behind her, and in the video game it lands in the moat outside of the castle, and so it doesn't get damaged. But in the manga, it lands on the drawbridge, and, oh, thank you for correcting me. I was definitely wrong on that one. There's been another game where they referred to an ocarina. So I know it wasn't Spirit Tracks, because that was a pan flute. But, here. We have to find the right well to fall down here. It's really inconvenient. But, what was I saying? Right. So the ocarina lands on the drawbridge in the manga, and it makes a thunk sound, which is like, is it a wooden ocarina? Is it ceramic? It looks ceramic, but it's not behaving ceramic. It would have shattered if she threw it like that. It's just very robust for a musical instrument. I'm sure any of you guys who play instruments know how fragile the things can be. I should have brought Flying Man. I'm gonna be climbing right back out of this hole here in a minute to grab another Flying Man. I really am not enjoying you right now. Oh, okay. Great time for the controller to act up. Okay. Oh, no, that's not fun. Ninten was defeated. We're gonna give it another shot. Ninten returned after summoning all the courage and energy he had. You should now have $1,050. Oddly enough, even though someone steals your ATM card, here there is no way to access your money. Yeah, by 1 HP. I really wish that the HP system were the same here as it is in the next game. That would make things so much easier. Hello? And I do have to go and find some place that, like, there are 2 divisions of healing, I guess, in Mother, and this applies to the later games too. Hospitals and sleep. Hospitals will heal all of your... Please stop. Hospitals will heal all of your health, but they don't heal any of your power, and a big difference between this one and later games is that your psychic power doesn't get replenished when you're, like, brought back to life and you have to go and find some place to stay. Or maybe it is that way in Earthbound. Maybe I'm just remembering incorrectly. Does anyone have any, like, pet theories on what this thing is? Because it looks like it could be, like... I'm really not sure. I can't even pronounce its name. Rabid. Goblin Bear Gnome. You know, it's accurate. I heard my brother fell honorably in combat. He was buried and given a heartfelt funeral. It's my turn next. Thank you, Flying Man. Now, the Flying Men aren't an unlimited resource, so it's a good thing that we're not spending too much time in Magicant. Because I would... Hi. I would hate to murder all of the Flying Men. Then again, I am purposefully using them as a human shield. I'm really not liking interacting with you right now. And I can't even risk making that move right now. Please pass away. No? Okay. Well, it's a good thing I dodged. It's about time. Guts rose by 3, speed rose by 3, status rose by 2. What's vitality? Any ideas on vitality? Oh, we got a new PSI power. Okay. Sweet. And it's gonna be one we can only see in battle. Sweet. I'm gonna give this another shot. Vitality is your speed or defense. You know, you're right. I didn't see a defense stat level up there. Flesh and Blood of Ninten. I've never actually read the Graves of the Flying Men before. That's only slightly unsettling, jeez. great sorrow, flesh and blood. Oof. I'm not gonna go on a flying man murder spree, but I am curious as to why those things say what they do. Because, I mean, I know plenty about Magicant and why this place exists and what it is, but I've never really put much thought into Flying Man. I just want to find the correct well. I fell down in there earlier. Am I an idiot? Rabbit. Your time loop theory? I hate your time loop theory. Alright, so our friend here, based only on like 2 things that I told him one time, decided that, what was it, like, the protagonist of the next game, Ness fought Gygus, and then went back in time to, I can't even describe this theory without spoiling, like, the entire ending of this game. But basically implied that, despite the fact that Ness is a 12-year-old in the 1990s, he is Ninten's great-grandfather. Ninten attacks. Please, I'm sick of everything being a maze. I just want to leave Magicant. 27 HP of damage. Groucho was beaten. Is this the same path I went down? It was not. There we go. Sweet. Okay. Magic herb. We'll go without for now because we've got the big bag. Oh, wait. Size stone. That is very, very good. Okay. The rope is... I think we can toss this for now. We need to avoid dropping down there. That gift has something cool in it, I remember, but something for later on. I hate this one. I'm a forgotten man, I might as well not exist. Ugh, you didn't have to notice me, just ignore me. I'm a nowhere man. It's best if you don't give me words of kindness. I can't live on like this if I start to miss people. My conversations are always a monologue. I've always been alone from my moment of birth. Good luck, bad luck, it doesn't make a difference. Sometimes breathing is almost too much for me. Again, me in high school, to a T. Why do you insist on talking to me? Are you a forgotten man too? No. Yeah, that's what I figured, yep. Now just hurry and ignore me already. No. I'm a forgotten man, I might as well not exist. Ugh, you didn't have to notice me, just ignore me. If you don't go down the right dialogue path here, he will restart. Conversations are always a monologue. I've always been alone from my moment of birth. Good luck, bad luck doesn't make a difference. Sometimes breathing is almost too much for me. Why do you insist on talking to me? You a forgotten man too? No. Yeah, that's what I figured. Yep. Now just hurry and ignore me already. Yes. Good. Thanks. You can't leave Magicant with Flying Man, by the way. And just like that, we're back in the real world. So that was a brief acid trip. And this was another part that I spent way too long on trying to decipher the world map. But I believe... Yep, here they are, the saucers. Hello, Saucer A. 26 HP. Thanks for that. Perish. Thank you. Little Saucer B. Warning, water drinking noises. Yay! Okay, and if I'm correct, then... Never mind. Here's an eagle. Thank you. We're gonna take care of this before things get any worse. I'm either going in exactly the right direction or completely the wrong direction. My critical hit rate is insanely high right now. That's slightly concerning. Leveled up. So I did end up going in slightly the wrong direction. But we do need to be here at some point, because down here we can lift a bottle rocket and level up some. Hello? Yeah. I'm not looking for that door, thanks. I can't equip a knife. I just need the one thing, please. Couldn't get a rope. I've already got a rope, thanks. Got like 30 of those. Empty room. There's nothing left over here, right? Okay, sweet. So I might end up going up that ladder. Rat. If I had any sort of skill with animation, I would be right there with a clip of like this kid wandering around a factory, just like way overreacting and slamming his bat into anything that moves. Because that's 90% of what he's doing. The rat became tame. Hello? Please. I just want peace. Over here, perhaps? Working with Ninten's inventory versus having just played... Oof. That's right, taking offense lowers your guts. But, after playing Mother 2 and 3, where the characters have a significantly larger inventory, it feels like, okay, so, on a daily basis, I wear jeans out. Like, I wear skinny jeans, and they're from Target, and they have to be girls' size because I don't know, like, if y'all could see, like, my thigh to body proportion, I would not be able to wear men's jeans. But, the other day, a customer at this game store that I work at, I need to empty my inventory for the bottle rocket. But, he was complaining about not being able to fit something in his pocket. I said, hey, you're lucky. I mean, you got this. I'm gonna eat the rope. I'm gonna have to toss the rope. But I looked at him and I said, at least you can fit those two things in your pockets. And he said, well, what kind of pockets wouldn't fit them? And so I lifted up the hem of my shirt to show him that my phone only fit like a third of the way into my pocket. And the only thing that was keeping it in there was the fact that my jeans were so tight that it was pressed up against my hip bone. I was like, this is just how life is. But then, when I'm like lazing around at home, I wear sweatpants or basketball shorts, and I actually have pocket space for things. Oh, welcome back, Kit. I like how they gave me a bat back because any sort of projectile weapon Ninten can equip is completely useless. Yeah, just to catch you up, Kit, I was complaining about women's jeans pockets because they don't have any sort of capacity. Elgato. Yeah, I've got a V2 Switch, so I would have no hope of ever being able to record anything on it. Like, even if I technically could, I would have so much anxiety over possibly messing something up. They're generally small. Yeah, actually, what I was saying was that my phone, like, if I'm holding my phone in my hand, it's actually about the length of, like, the end of my palm to the tip of my middle finger, and it only fits a third of the way into my jeans pockets. So, like, if I sit down someplace, I take it out because the only thing that keeps it securely in my pocket is the fact that my jeans are so tight that it lays flush against the rest of my body. So if I sit down, then it kind of just, like, my leg pushes at it, and it pushes out sideways, and it'll fall out of my pocket if I, like, move even slightly. That's the real problem with gender inequality. So, now that we've got this bottle rocket, we're gonna go to an elementary school. I get so brave. Yeah, those are kind of nice. I mostly like them though because, it's a lot harder to, like, cover your entire leg in shaving cream. Yay! Twinkle Elementary. You'll recognize the music here in a little bit, Kit. This is another case of just upcycling music from a completely different situation. See a strange teacher in the lab, because I sure did. Ooh, fun, okay. Have you played Dragon Quest IV? I'm still having a hard time with the third one. Wow, thanks for the plug, Nintendo. They actually initially removed that from the American version of this game, but it was added back in this special translation. I'm not late for my class, I don't go here. Look, if class is already supposed to have started, you definitely don't have enough kids in your classrooms. I don't know how to carry numbers in subtraction. I can't do a cartwheel. Are you the... Okay. Good to know. School janitor has the roof key, but he won't give it to anyone. Heard Lloyd had some explosives. He's in trouble if a teacher finds him. That's who we're looking for! So if you've played Earthbound, Lloyd is sort of analogous to Jeff. And I remember in one of the rooms on the second floor, we have to avoid speaking to people unless I recognize that it's crucial to the story, because if I speak to the wrong person in this building, they will give Ninten a cold. Sorry about that noise. Okay. Slingshot, but it couldn't be carried. Yeah, wait, it was one of you. I am not speaking to you. People in the building gave you a call too. No, I've just been having slight nose problems all day, but it's nothing. I mean, this big welcome door at the top of the stairs. It's nothing serious. I mean, I'm actually considering, I know the infectious disease specialists say you're not supposed to wear a mask unless you're already infected, but, I feel like it would probably be at least somewhat of a good idea for me to, like, sew myself a mask, because, you know, I'm interacting face to face with people at the cash register all day, and who knows what's flying through the air from them to me, because that is definitely not a 6-foot space between us. The door to the roof is locked. Yes, it's no big deal. Do you know what the real problem is? My wife! Okay, look, that's not my problem. She always sleeps until noon every day, and she never packs me a lunch. Isn't that terrible? Okay, sure. And my wife, all she does is get fatter and fatter. Isn't she a terrible woman? I'm just gonna say yes, because I feel like you're gonna chew my head off if I don't. How dare you talk about my wife like... Okay, wow. Yeah, it's no big deal, but do you know what the real problem is? Da-da-da. She's not a terrible woman, but she was pretty when she was young. Yeah, come to think of it, she has her good points too. Say, how about some tea? Sure, you're a smart kid. That's right, you wanted to go up to the roof, follow me. I've never seen an elementary school with bright pink doors. Oh, my wife was the first ever Miss Middle of Nowhere. Okay. Well. Okay, I unlock the door for you. The view from the roof is really nice, by the way. Here we go. We're gonna meet our first friend. He hides in a trash can. That in the distance is... A mask won't help very much to keep things out, only to keep things in. I don't know, it's weird, but my mom looked it up. You know, honestly, It's not even just for my sake anymore. I offered to sew them for everyone who works at my store because my boss has young children. One of my coworkers lives with his mom, and his mom's diabetic, so she's at greater risk of complications. There's just this, that, and a bunch of other stuff. Pretty much all of us have either health risks ourselves or people at home that are at risk, but as of right now, the store hasn't closed completely yet. We've reduced our hours, but we haven't closed completely, and it worries me. I don't want anyone to get sick. Who's there? I'm not coming out. You're gonna pick on me if I do. No, I'm not. You wanna be friends? And tell nobody that I took explosives from the lab. Sure, I'll keep your secret. I'm coming out now. Hi! I'm Lloyd. The sweet little factory south of here makes bottle rockets. I want to launch one. Wow, that's a bottle rocket. I heard so much about them. I should be able to make more of them. Come along with me to the lab. Visit Duncan's factory later. I hear there's a really incredible rocket there. Hey, sounds good. Bet people have been spreading rumors. Calling me a weakling, stinkling, or stupid head. Well, they called me stupid face, so, I mean, I'm not sure if that's a step up or a step down. I'm not in control of this, by the way. He's just leading me along. I can use fuel from your rocket, and then Cool, huh? Thanks, Lloyd. This is probably why everyone dislikes you. It's okay, though. We need an eccentric scientist. No running in the halls. I live above the law. And here's being friends again. This is a lot peppier than the Smash Brothers version, but you're probably gonna be sick of it by the time we're done here. Husband is very important at the school. He never eats any packed lunches. You know how there are scary monsters outside town? I'm worried to death that they'll steal my money. Well, I hope they don't. Okay, before we go anywhere... Yeah, there it is, okay. Need to return the items? No. I have to physically use the card on the... Okay. I'll move, like, foot to the... I'm gonna withdraw. That should be okay. Sports goods. Yeah, because you took a step to the right when I was trying to talk to you. Can I get you? Well, we're gonna need this. Not right now. I think... I could give this one to Lloyd. Yeah. I think I need to unequip my bat then? No, okay. Shield. Hello? I really just want to get rid of the bat. Oh, I'm sure. Okay, so we'll come back to upgrade Ninten's weapon here in a little bit, but... that should help, at least a little bit. And I'm gonna run up here and probably encounter some trucks. I know that's oddly specific, but legit, that's what I'm going to encounter up here. I would much rather grind now and get that out of the way than have to deal with reviving people later. Here we go. Yep. Hello, car. And this town right here, this is why I made sure to pick up the asthma inhaler before. That is something that you probably noticed in Ninten's inventory if you weren't watching the last stream. Ninten, as a protagonist, is asthmatic. And if the devil truck enemy puffs exhaust in his face, he will start to have an asthma attack, and the only way to repair that is with an inhaler. And if you don't, then he dies. Oof. Okay, wow. I'm not sure what just happened there. Yeah, honestly, I'm not sure. I don't know if that was just a readout error, because like I said, sometimes it'll add or drop characters, but if that was a math error and I've just screwed something up, oof, not gonna like that. We might as well start on our way to that factory. If I can remember where it is. Hi. Walmart Simulator 2020. For some reason, I remember these enemies being a lot more difficult the first time I came to this area. Maybe I just wasn't doing things right? I don't know. Where is that factory? Do you guys have any idea where I could find a factory based on this map? You know, I completely forgot to even read his HP meter. Oof, here it comes. No! Stop! That is not what I'm... Loving this. Yeah. Ninten was defted! Can you believe that? I've never seen someone defted before. Total injustice. Ninten returned after summoning all the courage and energy he had. Good luck, Ninten. Holy, okay. I guess the last time I saved really was in Magicant, huh? Well, we're gonna bring Lloyd back to life. If I can... I guess I have to be in the real world to do that. Yeah, of course, when I actually legit could not do anything but use this particular item, that's when my controller decided to be funky. You won! Did I win? This one I didn't memorize like I did Queen Mary's Castle. No. I'd like it if you didn't. Thank you. There we go. Oh, well, that's ominous. Add that to whatever no one is there creepypasta you've been developing. I don't think I've ever fought this enemy before. Hi. What are you? I'm not really liking your eyes. So I've got a funny story for you guys. I only half read most of the tutorial text. By the way, we're going to be fighting that dragon later, just not right now. But I only half read most of the tutorial text in this game, or like the expository stuff when I started. And I had no idea how to bring Lloyd back to life the first time that he died in my care. I thought that it was permadeath and I was just going to be forever haunted by him. And I don't know why I thought that. Like, if he was permadead, he probably wouldn't stay in my party, but it really bugged me and I couldn't come up with a single way to fix it. I never went to the hospital and talked to a nurse, because that's literally all you have to do is go to the hospital. And the nurse says, well, he's collapsed, you can pay his doctor's bill and then you get him back, but... Oof. It was a really depressing moment for me. And it's not like I was like tired or it was late at night or something. I was panic texting someone about it, sitting in the student union at college. Like, middle of the day, was eating food, had like my thinking cap on for all my classes. Just never occurred to me to check in the hospital. Okay, cool. You don't run away first? I probably should have hit life up before now. So on the bright side, I'm not gonna have to go out and purposefully grind because I'm ending up doing it anyways because I'm such a brainlet. And I'll probably shut down the stream soon, because even if the first 15 minutes or so was me attempting to get everything set up, that's still, 2 hours that I've been live, and you guys have your own lives. Not to mention the fact that I am struggling harder and harder to get my controller to stay cooperative. Can I host you? I have no idea how that works. I'm not even gonna lie to you. You're probably gonna have to message me and help me figure that out, but sure, I mean, yeah. Please, y'all. Okay. Gonna have to remember which one that is. I think it's left again, and then right? Yes, okay. So yeah, probably once I actually get back to what life I'm currently quarantined. Oh, dude, if only I were that lucky. Well, I am going to be hosting Kit Stream, whatever that means. I have nothing better to do, so I'm all up for that. So we'll experience that together. Yeah, the only other thing that I can really think that I had planned for today was gathering up stuff to donate to my boss's kids, because they are stuck indoors all day long now, and I'm sure they're going crazy. Honestly, I think everyone's going crazy. Oh! We're dead. I'm never gonna make it out of Magicant. This is not a thing that's gonna happen. I think it's because I didn't... Hi. Oh, there we go. Okay. Thank goodness. I forgot that's how the healing menu worked. She didn't outright say anything, so I lost it. But we've got Lloyd back! And Blue Days, don't you say a word about Ninten and Lloyd. I'm already exposing myself far enough on the internet. Okay. Dude, what is this thing? There's never any explanation. Like, I promise you, I have no idea what that thing is supposed to be. Are we just gonna chalk it up to Magicant being weird? Speed rose by 2, status rose by 2, vitality rose by 3. You honestly forgot about that? This controller, I swear. I'm gonna have to figure out what's wrong with my adapter here in a little bit. But first, I am going to get back to Thanksgiving. I can't remember what it's actually called in the, like, official American translation of the game, because I know Mother's Day is called Podunk. And of course, now that there are 2 of us alive, there's only 1 wolf. You know, when I was a kid in, like, elementary school, I sat with this girl on the school bus, and she got so upset at me for pronouncing wolf as wolf. Like, she was like, it's not wolf, it's wolf, there is an L. And she was in the 3rd grade, and I was in 2nd, but I just took her word as gospel, and I was very careful to pronounce the word wolf correctly from then on out. Actually, Blue Days, it was Sarah. Like, Sarah, I'm not gonna drop a last name on stream. I almost did, but so help me. Yes, okay. Church. She was from church. So we do need to stop by a... Oof. Yeah, let me just talk to the ATM. Just coax my money out. Withdraw. I'm not going to withdraw any right now. I think I'm just going to call in, save, and quit. Minus what you spent, you should now have $1,006. Use it wisely. For the next level, you'll need 222 experience or 71. Lloyd's almost there. Alright, we are going to save to here. We're a great team, aren't we? Remember to hold reset while turning the power off. And just in case. Alright. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I know last time was kind of a wreck. This time was sort of a wreck, but at least I got chat working. I appreciate your support so much, and I hope that as I continue to stream this, you guys will continue to be entertained by my endless rambling, because heaven knows I can talk. And if I don't get to continue the streaming adventure throughout the rest of the semester, because online classes are going to come back, then I will probably pick up, I'll try to finish Mother within a certain time frame, but I'll probably pick up with Mother 2 or Earthbound or whatever, starting this summer if I can't do it through the rest of the semester. But again, thank you guys so much for your support. You've been awesome. So no more Mother for today, and now I gotta figure out what's going on with Kit. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Bye. Here we go. All right. I have no idea how to make this work, I'm gonna be honest with you. So as far as I'm aware, Kit's gonna be streaming Animal Crossing because New Horizons is absolutely as amazing as we were hoping it would be. Any of you guys played New Horizons yet? One of the first things that I did was go in and try a bunch of pixel art in the pattern creator. I found out that it would like autocorrect into curved lines. That was pretty neat. um, my brother and I were just copying over sprites from different video games.